All right, man. Let's talk about Eddie Hearn going to social media saying that he looking to make Andy Cruz and he looking to make Andy Cruz and Jesus Christ and Keyshawn Davis for Andy Cruz debut. Now, all right, um, if you want to know, he signed Andy Cruz, by the way. So some people may not know that. Uh, okay, if you don't know who Andy Cruz is, Andy Cruz is the Olympic gold medalist who like beat Keyshawn. Um, he beat Keyshawn Davis like 4 times in the amateurs. Um, so yeah, he whooped on Keyshawn. Um, so now Keyshawn in my shorts, Keyshawn did have a response. He basically said that Andy Cruz need to kind of switch his style up before he come fuck with him. All right. He said them slap boxes is not gonna work in the pros. That's what he say. Them slap boxes not gonna work in the pros. Some slap punches. And to be honest, there is an adjustment to be made um in the professionals that a lot of amateurs are just a lot of Cubans, excuse me, are just so good that it don't really matter. But one of the issues is that real quick, boxing is subjective. It's an opinionated sport. Even a knockout can come down to an opinion, which I'm not gonna get into, describing it or whatever. So even that could be an opinion. So um but we don't know if Andy Cruz is pushing Eddie Hearn to go out his way to make this fight because Keyshawn Davis been running his mouth. But when Andy Cruz got on Twitter, he said he basically, when I remember seeing him, he basically saying why Keyshawn Davis so obsessed with him. I whooped your ass 4 times. Leave me alone. Now this before he signed with anybody, and I got some other rumors. So I'm to call it rumor, and then I'm gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna forget today. So Eddie Hearn has declared that he wants to make Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis as Cruz's pro debut in July. The pair fought 4 times as amateur, with Cruz winning all 4. Eddie Hearn insists he's a million% serious about this, though he admitted it would be difficult to make. Now, Keyshawn said in this video he'd do it. He said call his people. So, um, I mean, there you go. At the end of the day, I signed up for it. Now, Andy Cruz. Now, don't forget Rizzy Ramirez, who beat Shakir Stevenson, turned pro, and I think he just wasn't ready after defecting. That's my opinion. But you can look at him and you can tell he a big, strong kid, by the way, too. You can tell he can't beat Shakir on the pro level. Now, Andy Cruz is 27 years old already. Okay, so he's not super duper old um, at all. Um, but it's coming. It's coming. Now, I'm not sure if um, he gonna have a hard time adjusting to the pros, because what you got to think about it too is it's 12 rounds, and a lot of that, it's really kind of like a different sport in a way, because they score points, they don't score body shots, so you're not used to taking the body shots. But he got a lot of funky movement. That should translate. But the question is, a lot of people have issues with Cubans in pro boxing, or they boring, and because a lot of them been amateurs so long that they focusing on scoring. In the pros, a lot of these judges and media want power. They want to see you hurt somebody. They don't want to see you move around for 12 rounds and do that shit. People want to see, power. That's what these people want to see. And a lot of the Cubans like to move, and a lot of people don't like the Cubans moving a lot, and pity pat, pity pat. But when you've been a amateur, a lot of these dudes, they say they 27 or they say they 28, they really be like 38, 35. So it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder to make that adjustment. You know how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's gonna be harder to make that adjustment. So, but obviously he got talent. You can see it. But will it translate to the professional level? Now, do I believe Eddie when he say he's trying to make this fight? No, I mean he probably didn't make a huge investment in this kid, but I don't believe him. And he will, FYI, debut at the lightweight division. Now, Eddie Hearn also went on that probably went lost in the sauciness. He also went on and said that this kid is ready to beat Devin Haney right now. He's ready to beat Shakur Stevenson right now. He's ready to beat all the top guys. Tank Davis, I believe he said he's ready to beat him right now. So remember that. He said that. He said it. He said it. So he said that. Once again, Eddie just talking. All right, don't tell the world what you about to do and you ain't did it yet, or you ain't attempted to do it, or you ain't sent the offer, you ain't made contact. Make contact and say, yeah, we in talks to kind of make that fight happen for the near future. But we'll see what happens. But anytime somebody say, oh, yeah, we 100%, 1,000,000% want to make it, but I think it's going to be a difficult to make it, man, he bullshitting. He bullshitting. Dog, can't, but they say you can't bullshit a bullshitter. He bullshitting. So, but it depends on how pro ready he is. That's what it depends on. Because it's hard to move like that in a 12-round fight with somebody beating your body up, and the punches is different. They're not just looking to score for a point system. They looking to score to inflict pain. These dudes fighting for stoppages. So his condition, only thing you worry about for going 12 rounds with them, they in great condition because that's all they do. But making the adjustment to land solid punches and taking the body shots on the pro level, taking the punches on the pro level, because it's different. A lot of them guys looking to score, pick your pack. You got to be looking to, kind of, sit on your punches a little bit, and not only for that to be effective on your opponent, but also for it to look good to the judges. So that's why you kind of want to be a little bit more aggressive. It's not just for the effectiveness going down the stretch of the fight, but also it's about the effectiveness about our judging system in America. So so that's kind of something to look at. But I mean, it is what it is. Keyshawn is on his pro he on his pro thing, and Cruz is a better amateur, but just because you was a better amateur, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you are a better it doesn't mean that you're gonna be a better professional, okay? At all. So but when you older like that, of course, and you got the experience, if you had to ask me how long it's gonna take, I think Eddie should put him on as many cards as he can. Try to get him to 10 fights as fast as you can. That's my thing. Try to get him to 10 fights as fast as you can. And if you can get him to 10 fights as fast as you can, then that'd be perfect for him. By that time, he'd be constantly in camp. And I think by that time, he'll be able to sit on his shots a little bit more and all that. But that being said, I heard a small rumor, not saying it's true, that he could be headed to Philadelphia to train with Bonzi Ennis. So it's a small rumor. So I don't know how that connection happened, but just a small rumor that he could be headed to train with Bonzi. So that's the rumor that he could be headed to train with Bonzi. You would think before they signed he would have had a trainer, but then maybe the promoter is the plug to the trainer. And I was hearing from one of my guys in Philly, they were saying that a few years ago Eddie Hearn was dropping bags in the hood and signing a lot of urban talent in the Philadelphia and the Baltimore and like New York areas. Don't quote me on that, with Philly for sure. But I mean, yeah, this is a little tidbit, and I think it's probably good for him too. Philly tough, and he gonna have to sparring and fight them guys up there. He gonna have to sit on this shot. So debut at the lightweight division. Let me know what you girls and guys think. No word of when his debut is gonna be, but hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all. Check out the Box News playlist for more videos like this. Peace.